Well, first of all, before I start, I want to thank a lot of people, but I'm not going to take too much time. I want to thank the officers, the board of directors, all the volunteers, the Badger Dairy Club, Dave Bollig, the breed superintendent, all these volunteers over here at the table, the guys that pick the manure, the people that take the pictures. 50 years is a long time. And not to tell my age, but this is my 32nd year. And we've seen a lot of things change. We've seen cows change, people change, hair get gray, hair fall out, weight get gained. That's all right. Because at the end of the day, we're all friends, and that's the way it ought to be. The only time I see anybody that isn't friendly at World Dairy Expo, it's from the hill up here down to here, because everybody's serious. After that, people might bitch a little bit about it after the class, but they get over it. And that's fine. I've done it myself. Might do it 4 days over. I don't know. But without taking any of your time, just thank all those people. Thank all these people that make this thing happen. It's a well-oiled machine. Thank you, exhibitors, for having Sean and I, giving us the opportunity to place these brown Swiss. I married into brown Swiss. We don't have as many anymore. But to see how far this breed's come, and I said it in my reasons, brown Swiss are known for width and strength and power. But over the last 15 or 20 years, they've added that bit of snap. They've got that dairiness, the wedginess, and it's a couple of key cow families that have done that, I know, but there's been bulls here lately that just put those udders on. Deep creases, plum teats, beautiful legs, long necks, and these are the kind that Sean and I both like. Folks, show the exhibitors your appreciation. This ain't no cheap trick. My associate judge, him and I were both, I was born on a farm, but my family sold out when I was 3 years old. Sean and I both spent a lot of time at the Patrick's Ayrshire farm. I lived over the hill, he lived down the road. And I want to thank David Patrick and his wife Ann for putting up with us when we were kids, because they instilled love for cows in us. My family instilled love for cows in us, and we still love them. We're probably never going to die rich. Sean's a great guy. He's a great friend and one hell of a hoof trimmer. And I tell you what, he's got my back. He's a pretty big boy too, so between him and Chad, we'll be all right. So, Sean, thank you. Thank you very much. He's a working fool when he's at home. He doesn't have time to get away much. He's got a wonderful wife and son, great friends, Jennifer and myself. I want to thank my wife, best woman in the world. Puts up with me. I've been in a few times in trouble, big trouble. But she's still with me. I'm still with her. She's the best thing since sliced bread. We don't have no kids, but we got a dog. She's a good dog, too. And my mother and father-in-law, you're the best. My crew back in the barn who get our heifers ready, they knew I was going to be gone all week. And we got one on paternity leave. Folks, I appreciate what you do for Jennifer and I. You do the best with our cattle, just like they're your own. Thank you back in the barn. My mom and dad. I lost my dad at a young age. Many of you older breeders knew him. Thank you very much for teaching me right from wrong, though sometimes I didn't listen. Thank you so much for everything. My two sisters, they're not in the dairy industry. They're great people. They're great friends. Thank you all very, very much. We got to keep going. We got other breeds waiting. I'm about done, Jennifer, so just be patient. These 3 cows are the 3 cows we like best in your show today: the intermediate champion, senior champion, and reserve. No further ado, I'll go pick them, give you my reasons. Thank you. In picking your grand champion, this age cow, good Lord of mercy. She's got the big rear udder. She's got the flintiness of bone. We thought it might be close between the 3-year-old till you get them side by side, and you folks standing there, it's the obvious reason. She's taller at the point of shoulder. She's a little cleaner down through her thigh. She's had more calves, a little more top to her rear udder. But I'm going to follow with that intermediate champion, putting her over the older cow. Just a little bit tighter in her udder attachments, a little smoother over her fore udder, a little more top to her rear udder, and a little cleaner in the bone of her hock. Taking nothing away from this older cow. Folks, put your hands together. Grand champion on the age cow, reserve senior 3. Honorable mention on the second age. Thank you.
Yes, congratulations to our grand champion. She is entry 2512, Brown Heaven Glen Fantasy, exhibited by Ferme Brown Heaven of Verchères, Quebec. Reserve grand champion of our show is entry 2451, Cutting Edge T. Delilah, exhibited by Kyle Barton of Ancramdale, New York. And honorable mention goes to entry 2518, Top Acres Supreme Wizard E.T., exhibited by Wayne Sliker of St. Paris, Ohio. We'll pause now to take some photographs, and as we do, I'd like to make mention that our grand champion female is the recipient of the Alan Hetz Grand Champion Award presented by World Dairy Expo.